Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. This is Zach over at NV Woodworks. So today's quick tip video is how I lubricate the screws on my pressure pots to keep them working really smoothly. So let's get started. Alright, so it may not be very glamorous, however, lubricating the screws is kind of important, especially if you want to, make that process of cinching that lid down on your pressure pot a little easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how I do it. I do it very quick. I've kind of developed this, tried different methods over the years, and this is the best one that I've found and the fastest. I don't like messing around with things like this myself, so whatever the quickest way to get the best results, that's kind of what I try to do, since I don't really have a lot of time to be doing these types of things in my shop. Now, over time, you're going to get some dust and some other debris in those threads, and it's going to kind of add a little bit of friction, making it a little bit more difficult to get these cinched down easily, and it's also going to slow them down. If you need to get the pot on quick, or I should say the lid on the pot quick, it'd be nice to just be able to spin this freely and have it go all the way down. You probably noticed when I spun that, it made kind of a loud noise, and it slowed down. That means there's friction, and it's going to make it harder to get this on quick. So to fix the problem, what I'm going to do is remove all 4 of the nuts on each pressure pot. We're going to clean out the threads inside the nut, and then we're going to apply a dry lubricant. And it's going to get this thing working in tip-top shape again. Now once I've removed the nuts, what I do to clean them out is I use a brass brush in my drill chuck and just go to town, cleaning those threads out. Now, once we've cleaned out the threads on the nuts, I grab some dry lubricant. Now, I'm using this WD-40. This is the only one I've tried. I'm sure they all probably work about the same. But you want to find something that's dirt and dust resistant, dry lubrication, and then just give them a good spraying. You put them back on, and they spin like brand new. So in about 5 minutes, you got your pressure pot screws working great. They're going to be a lot easier to tighten to get, actually more force applied on those screws to get that lid tight. The other thing is it's going to speed the process up. If you can just give them a slap, once lubricated, they usually just tighten all the way down, and you're going to get that lid on quicker, and that helps in times when you're kind of running up against the clock with the working time of your resin. So hopefully this helps out, and hopefully it'll make things easier. Now, one thing I do want to mention is the CA Technologies pressure pots, the screws on those, or I should say the threads on the screws, are very good threads. When you're talking about the super cheap pots like Harbor Freight, I don't know that you're ever going to get them to just spin smoothly. However, lubricating them should make everything a little bit easier still. So it's still worth trying out, get those things, cleaned up so the whole process is easier regardless of how, how high quality the threads are. If this is your first time on my channel, we do all kinds of resin casting projects, tips and tricks, and experiments around here, usually turning blank focus. So if you're interested in that, definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you're thinking about getting into resin casting but you're not really sure where to begin, check out my ebook, The Beginner's Guide to Resin Casting. It answers all those kind of beginner questions. What kind of resin should I use? What tools and supplies do I need? How does it all work? So if you're interested in that, check it out on my website. There'll be a link on the screen here. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.